What are we doing here?
Thanks, Len.
Welcome to the desert. I feel like I should know that, and I don't. Ooh, that's different. Hopefully the stream's holding up okay, by the way. I bumped it back up to 1080p since it looks like it's the last outage. Oh, shit. As soon as you step into the chamber, your vision seems to darken and your knees buckle. You struggle to keep your balance. The air in here is laden with the power coming from the stone. Suddenly, your head is filled with voices. Screaming, whispering, cackling, threatening, voices pleading for help, shrieking, curses, and taunts. You blink and the illusion passes.
Congratulations. You made it all the way here.
This lady again.
Your precious ward stone.
Looks good?
What
Okay,
are you
good.
planning to do now, I could kill you where you stand, but wouldn't it be nice if you could die in battle like heroes? No. I want you to die in despair, scrabbling around like rats in the blighted ruins of your city, blind and broken, your flesh scabbed and seeping, and every moment knowing precisely what was done to you.
This lady's fun at parties.
Sounds terrifying. Except that's how we've been living for generations.
Delicious seeping scabs.
There isn't a soul that can resist the temptations of the abyss. Even a stone can be turned. I'm not joking. Your precious ward stone,
Cat hair everywhere.
from the injury inflicted by Discari, has almost
Including up my nose.
succumbed to my charms. Soon the whole barrier around the world wound, the gift of your useless goddess, will be a weapon of the abyss. Just a little more and boom. Every city with one of these eyesores stuck in the middle of it, from Canabras to Nerosian, will turn into smoking craters, and all the mortals into red sludge beneath our hooves. So you have a choice. Especially you, my pet. Kiss me on my dainty hoof. Pledge your loyalty to Baphomet. And when the world falls, its ruins shall be yours.
I feel like this will be the Cavalier option, but I kind of want to hear. More. She's got a really good voice actress.
You've already forgotten me. You mortals have awfully short memories. Even shorter than your little lives. Staunton, sweetums. Don't you want to introduce me to your friends properly? No? Well, I'd better do it myself. I am Minahgo, Lily II and faithful servant of Baphomet, and leader of his armies. The city is mine now. I'm just starting to settle in, get things just how I like them. But once I'm finished, I promise you, the results will be simply to die for.
And it was such a charming little place until you sullied it with your presence. It had such lovely boulevards, quiet and shaded. You took those away from me, and I shan't forgive you for that.
Camellia really is Maud Flanders. She really is. The more she talks, every time she has a line of dialogue, I just expect her to throw in an Oakley Dokley. She ain't got no eyes. No, she don't.
They've done much worse things than
What's up,
spoil
Revenant?
the promenades. All the people they've killed.
Yes, of course, you're right. I grieve for the common folk as well.
Oh, look at this. It opened up a new... Okay, so it opened up a new dialogue. So maybe we get more options?
Well, quite what am I doing to it? Probably the same thing I did to many of your comrades. Sweetly and tenderly persuading it to abandon the mortals and join our side.
Prepare to fight to the death, demon! We won't let that happen.
Oh, interesting. Actually gives us a choice. Waiting on Valentine's Day dinner and then the fights begin? Oh, so y'all are doing It Takes Two. Here we go. Why am I off the horse? I'm a cavalier. I never want to be on the horse. Oh, wait. Echoing the holy flame erupting from your hand, the light also gets brighter and brighter until it floods the chamber. You hear the voices again, stronger now. They repeat your words like a choir of angels. You've performed a good action. All well, gee, thanks.
Hey, no eyes. Didn't you tell us that heaven had turned its back on us and no one would come to our aid? I'm done with this shit! I only followed this hoofed menace because I thought the Crusaders had it, and there was no other way to protect my family. But now I see that there is hope. I won't bow before these heinous idols ever again. If they kill me, at least I'll die a decent death.
Huzzah!
Yes! Return to our side, friends! Have courage! We will welcome you back. And heaven never abandoned you, no matter what this deceiver told you.
Turncoat, I'll cut out your heart.
We'll see how tough you really are. We let you frighten us once, but it won't happen again.
Save the last one for me.
All right, here we go. Let's see here. All right, it looks like land goes first. It looks like... Wait, am I still... Nope, I am still mounted on chat. Okay, there we go. That is a very strange sentence to come out of my mouth. Okay, wait, there's a way. Is it... wait, what's the button? Y, I think? There it is, okay. Chat likes it. We were talking about feet in Condor stream earlier. Oh my god. 17 outsider, 11 witch. Hit points 321. This is a boss fight, for sure. Okay, looks like we got 2 good guys helping us out. Hit points 8 out of 8. 8 out of 8. Okay. So we definitely need to get her occupied. Maybe... Okay, I'm thinking Lan needs to try to help clean these guys out. And maybe I'll send my melee people to focus on Minahgo here. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so let's just go attack.
The wrong mark.
Okay. How much damage did he do? Not that much. That's okay. Alright, Maud. Are you going to be first in? Wait, when is she going to go? She goes next? How come she doesn't have a portrait? A little weird. I kind of don't want her... Maybe I should delay... Let's delay here. Choose a position to delay the character's turn. I kind of want her to go here. Oh, wait, what happened there? Wait, waves of fatigue. The party is overloaded and cannot travel. Your party is overloaded with equipment and loot, and its movement is slowed. Each character has a limited weight they can carry for the shared stash. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I'm trying to get rid of the items you don't need. Okay, wait, or are we just limited now? I think we're just limited. I don't think we're going to have to go... Unless she starts playing, like, hard to get. I don't know if we're necessarily going to have to completely abandon it. Wait, does she have charge? She can't use charge. Why not? Lay on hands others. Lay on hands self. I might have her do that. Just go to here. And lay on hands self. There we go. So she can heal herself. Doesn't really give her that much.
No glory without risk!
Okay, well, she can't attack yet. Okay, so she's done. Okay, now Camellia can go. I feel like I definitely want to do that. Maybe I'd do that at the end of this turn. Let's hold up, because I don't know. I don't yet know how she's going to fight. I don't know if she's going to be, like, a straight up fighter or if she's going to start teleporting around and playing hard to get. So maybe we hold off on that for the moment. Let's see how she's going to play this. Whoa, what happened there? Oh, that was just the camera panning. Haha, we are on a horse though. We have no such limitations. Can we get to the back line? Not quite. Oh, that's right. It has to be okay. Let's try to get here. Trot. I guess we just YOLO it. Fuck it.
Let's try this way.
Miss and miss. We both missed. Attack bonus plus 11. Difficulty minus 4. Target's armor class 32. I only rolled a 23. Holy shit. Is it even possible? Wait, I don't even know. Wait. My roll was 12. My roll was 12 with an 11 modifier. That's 23. That's 9 short. Can I just, like, not hit her? This might be a problem. Come on. I want to see it. No, show the thing again. There we go. What is this difficulty modifier? Is that because I'm encumbered? I don't know what that means. It's like, even with this modifier, unless, like, I roll... That would have been modifier 15. That at least puts, like, gives me the possibility. Is this because I'm over encumbered? Is this because I'm on horseback? What does that mean? Sorry. Well, shit.
This will hurt.
Our allies aren't doing so hot. Let's see if we can... Come on. Yes, there we go. One down. Holy shit! Did we just lose?
Tired of playing around now. You want to know what will happen when I'm done with the ward stone? Here's a little demonstration.
Oh, hold on. You frequently miss the enemy Minahgo. There are many spells and abilities that your armor won't protect you against. To work, they just need to touch the target. This is the touch attack. It ignores armors and shields. A creature's touch AC is usually lower than their full AC, as it doesn't include bonuses from the armor, natural armor, and shields. Touch attacks can be made both in melee and from a distance. In most cases, the larger a creature is, the bigger the difference between its full AC and touch AC. To increase your combat efficiency, try using this. What is that? Divine Zap? Okay. Touch AC, yeah. I can see... I had many people tell me, when I told them that I was going to try Pathfinder, they were like, this is like Pathfinder is D&D for min-maxers. Which makes me kind of concerned about, like, am I actually going to finish this or not? Because that's usually not my forte. I usually, in games like this, like to play with people who can understand that stuff better and walk me through it. But I don't have that option here. I'm solo. We will see. But I am enjoying the game, so I'm going to try my damnedest to understand it. Okay, so that wait. Oh, she just teleported back. Why are you showing me that again? I got it. Okay, the demoness whispers a spell and a wave of darkness sweeps through the chamber. Your companions wince in pain, but it's nothing compared to what you feel. Thousands of voices once again burst in your mind, drowning you in their moans, screams, and sobs. Pain rocks through your skull.
Iomade is with us!
Yes.
Your voices blends into an unbearable wall of screaming. Your vision goes dark. I do like that they actually added that effect in. They didn't just have you read it. Like, they actually added it. That's good. I like that. Yes, I read that. I read that. Thank you. Still really curious as to what that difficulty modifier is, though.
Praise Iomedae, you woke up. Healing your wounds was easy, but you were unconscious for so long, I was starting to worry we'd lost you. Sadly, no. We couldn't stand up to the demoness. Her spells were too strong. It's all right. We'll handle it somehow. You blacked out, but Staunton and I managed to get you here to the Defender's Heart. It used to be a tavern, but now it's our headquarters. We're gathering our forces here, and we're preparing to strike back.
I'd be curious to know how they got away, considering she was just completely whooping our ass.
Demons have been filling Canabras with their spies and infiltrators for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to attack the place right now. At least not blindly. I'd be grateful if you snuck in there and scouted out the situation. But just scouting. Don't be a hero. Bad, but not hopeless. We're constantly getting news, and new sources of resistance keep springing up in the districts where everyone seemed to be dead. The survivors are gathering here. You should see them. Their faces, their eyes burning with determination. The city is destroyed, but our resistance is not broken. We will keep fighting. You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the Ward Stone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabras, but every city with a Ward Stone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomedae's gift must not become a weapon of the Abyss.
So much going on.
The Ward Stones are a gift of Iomedae. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the Celestial Armies. The Ward Stones keep the World Wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canabras Obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the Abyss.
It's like the seals in the Dark One's tomb in the Wheel of Time. That's what it sounds like. So I'm back. Welcome back, Amkito. We just got our ass kicked by a demon and woke up in a tavern converted into a base.
First of all, we need to decide what to do with the stone once we get it. What I'm about to say is classified. A traveler came to the city recently. A blind elf calling himself the Storyteller. He insisted he be allowed to examine the Ward Stone, and he raised the alarm when his study was finished.
For the demon.
Even before the demon attack, he had found some damage or flaw in the stone. Prelate Hulrune dismissed his words as nonsense, borderline blasphemy. But between you and me, the prelate's opinion isn't worth much. I think the Storyteller knew what he was talking about. We could use his advice right now, if only we knew where he was. I remember the Storyteller spent a lot of time talking to Staunton, a dwarf from my unit. You saw him during the demon attack.
The one who slept with the demon?
Asked him about the history of the Crusades. Maybe the Storyteller told Staunton something about where we could find him if anything happened. There's another problem. After the attack, the demons began to gather their forces at the Grey Garrison. It'll be even harder to take them with a head-on assault. But I once heard soldiers talking about a secret entrance to the garrison. Trouble is, I have no idea where to look for it. While you explore the city, please keep your eyes open, in case you find something we can use. And one last thing. The Eagle Watch has lost a lot of soldiers recently. Some were killed, but others simply haven't been seen since the attack. In the chaos that is now Canabris, it's next to impossible to confirm anything for sure. One of the missing fighters is Jernaugh Aldori, a new recruit in the Watch. She got along well with Sela, and she often went drinking with her. I honestly thought Sela and Jernaugh had died together. But now Sela's returned with you, and there's no sign of Jernaugh. If you learn anything of her whereabouts when you're out in the city, please report back.
We just got handed like 4 side
May the
quests.
goddess help you. We're still fighting, which means that Canabris still hasn't fallen. If you come across any groups in the city that can fight, send them here to the Defender's Heart. We'll need every fighter we can muster for the final assault. Yes, one more thing. If you're in the area, check out this address. It's our house. Mine and Anevia's. Well, it was our house. If the building is still standing, open the hidden compartment in the kitchen. It's filled with supplies for a rainy day.
Are you going to tell me where it is?
Take whatever you find.
The kitchen can be pretty big. Okay, what do we have here? All right. So here's the first most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission. I get that, and we know you'll get the job done. I saw you in action, but here's the rub. By sending you out on an errand, we're weakening our defenses here. If they come at us while you're gone, I don't know if we'll be able to fight them off. Your guess is as good as mine. It might not be here. They could attack the whole damn city. Those vermin know they've lost the upper hand. And we're going to push back hard. If things kick off here, you should know after they attack, some things could be changed beyond recognition. So if you've got any business that needs taken care of, you better do it soon. Is this the game's way of telling me that, like, shit's just going to go down? So the rifts that damned beetle left with its scythe, yeah, well, it cut the city in two, and it's kind of difficult to get across. My scouts tell me there's a halfway decent place to set up a crossing in Market Square. Not that any of them tried to make sure, but once you got the mine to go across, something you have to get eventually. You might want to give the square a once over. Okay. Thank you for the lurk, buddy. Oh my god. Yeah, they're loading me up on quests. What your task is far too important. You can't just hole up in the city all cozy like waiting for... Make up your mind, lady! This freak's trying to make a move on this place. Ben will set a runner to you. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. You know what? That's fair. I was getting all indignant. That is fair. Alright. Let's see. Staunton. I think I have a quest to talk to him. Let's see. Oh, it's you back there in the Grey Garrison named Staunton Vane. If you've heard rumors about me, just so you know, everything people say about me, it's true. I'll start here. Storyteller, a strange old fellow, that one. He used to sit with me for hours asking all sorts of things. He never offered judgment or comfort, just listened. At first, I wanted him and his questions as far away from me as possible, but later I realized talking to him did ease my burden a little. I hope he is alive and well. He's completely blind and feeble too, so if he's alone in the city, well, you probably know what that means. They say I'm a traitor as bad as Arilo Vorlesh, that I'm a disgrace, even among the ranks of the condemned, that Queen Galfrey never should have spared me, and I don't know what any of that means. Come on. Jesus. It's an interesting way, and I kind of like it. It's an interesting way of shoving a lot of history without having like, well, let me tell you, there's this person, and this person did A, B, and C, and then like it's a little bit, it flows a little better. I couldn't have survived this long if I was completely alone. Joran, my little brother, he keeps me going. He's never abandoned me. Everyone else shies away from me like they might catch what I've got. Even fighters in the condemned console themselves by thinking, I got stripped of my rank, but at least I'm not Staunton. Jesus. And the reason why the Crusade forces are holed up in the fortress in the Whirlwind instead of bringing the fight to the demons. We used to have a foothold in the wound, the mighty, unassailable city of Dresden. We used to have it until it fell, and all because of my stupidity. I gave the enemy our main citadel. Oh, Jesus. Am I blocking that option? No, I'm not. You're given the chance to live, so live and stop blaming others for what you've made in your life. I feel like that's kind of in character with what we would say. Keep living and fighting with no hope of doing anything better, because that's what the Queen already do. There is honor in that. Hoping on forgiveness. Let's get the chaotic answer here. Didn't you first come at me with sermons? Let chaos reign. What's up, Husker? How's your weekend, bud? Safe fellows as possible. What do you mean, how? If you don't trust the world of the condemned, go ask somebody else, like my brother Joran. And if you still don't believe it, what's it to me? But if you're about to ask me to recount the story of my disgrace for the 1000th time, don't. It's not up to me to decide. My life is in the Queen's hands. The condemned isn't the worst part. All these years I have prayed to Toreg for forgiveness countless times. I've gone to his priests countless times. I've kneeled before his altar. If the only father of dwarven kind would answer my prayers just once. I'm not reading well tonight, Jesus. Not to restore what I've lost, but just to tell me that I am still one of his children. But it seems he doesn't give a damn about me. What can I expect from mere mortals when my own God doesn't think I deserve redemption? That's heavy. You want to know more about me than you already do? Why, I talk to the spirits of this tormented land, and they guide me in battle. I'll help you fight the demons, and I swear that you can rely on me in this matter. Isn't that sufficient? Sure. Good teachers, although they don't get all the credit. I am a most diligent student. Did you notice? But assure this amulet is nothing but a bauble. Can a lady not be drawn to beautiful, useless things? Are you my wife? Anyway, as much as I enjoy our delightful conversations, the spirits are calling me, and I must... Okay, go ahead and go talk to the spirits. You're good. Oh, it's Horgus. Oh, he made good on his promise. Sweet. Good job, be perfect for someone like you. Naturally, I'll pay genuinely for your services. Which are ready to sell their soul for booze and then lie down drunk in the gutter. Look how condescending this prick is. You seem a reliable enough ally to me, and you did get me out of those mongrel caves, so why should I care what you do with my money once you've got it? Don't you love Horgus? Horgus is a prick. Horgus seems like one of those people who thinks that, yeah, you think? I don't... Failed a perception check? Oh, really? How impudent. No one dares tell Horgus Gwyrm how to address the rabble. Why don't we just tell... I'm almost tempted to tell him to fuck off. You wouldn't know? Yeah, I figured, yeah. Fun fact, I was able to convince him with my bard for the 5... Oh, no shit. $1,000 gold coins. I should have turned around and said, I'm not interested. Thank you for the XP. I did extort him for 2k gold. Why not? I mean, he seems to have quite a bit. He seems to be a bit of a prick, so I don't necessarily mind separating him from his money. The bodyguard, you say I have good reason to return my mansion here in Canabras. I still have, well, it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. My mansion is a breathtaking building with a large garden in the wealthy part of the city. Even before the demons attacked, every thief and fraudster in the city has tried to get inside one way or another. I shudder to imagine the status in now. Yeah. Okay, I added that last little bit. I have little hope that my guards were able to hold the mansion during the attack. I expect that the servants fled when they saw the demons. Only Only Abadar knows what's happened there since. Therefore, I would ask that you meet me in my mansion and guard me there until I complete my business. I already asked the local paladins for help, but they're of no desire to set foot outside this tavern. Yeah, I don't necessarily blame them. Do take Camellia with you. I trust that girl more than the rest of your gang. She is of noble birth, after all. I don't know. She talks to spirits, but I kind of like her. And she kind of reminds me of Maud Flanders enough, so, who knows? At the very least, we'll get a cool story out of it, right? If it was Skyrim, I would have... Oh, man, that's the beauty of those games, isn't it? All the options. The young man in well-worn traveling clothes and a simple wooden symbol of Irastil on his chest is efficiently cutting a linen robe into strips to use as bandages. Despite his visible exhaustion, he works with zeal, singing some tune about red braids and ripe sheaves of wheat under his breath. Excuse me. He raises his warm chestnut-colored eyes to you. Are you one of the Crusaders? Thank you for defending those of us whose talents lie off in the battlefield. I am Jernaugh. I'm probably butchering that. Servant of Irastil. Pleased to meet you. I only took my holy orders recently, so my god has only bestowed a little of his power upon me as yet. I am sorry to say that the number of wounded fighters in this tavern is far beyond my power to heal, but there's a reason people pay. Have faith in the gods, but look to yourself first. People say, excuse me, I said that wrong. Big difference. I may not be able to help the wounded with magic, but I can at least cut up bandages. No, I was just passing through Canabras. I was sailing down that old man of ours? Oh, the Great Selin River. Okay. To a village by the name of Chili Creek. I happened, excuse me, to land in the city on the eve of the festival, and I'm ashamed to say I decided to stay for a day to enjoy myself. But I ended up staying in the city for longer than I bargained for. Even a level 1 cleric can heal a light wound? Seems like it would be useful. Is he a fraud? Maybe he is. It's a small fishing village. It's not marked on some maps, but people do live here. Maybe he just needs to rest like once a day. Like, the magic system in this game seems confusing, and I'm not even playing a caster. What they don't have is a priest. They have no one to heal their wounds, no one to offer prayers for a good catch. Maybe he's just a bad cleric. No one to give their dead a dignified burial. And the world wound is a stone's throw away, so I'll be setting sail for Chili Creek to serve God and my people. Welcome to 3.5. Like, he can't cast at all. Wisdom 8. Maybe he's just not high enough. More quests. Oh my god. I won't lie, I'm afraid, but what can I do? Those villagers are simple people. Every day of their short lives is spent doing hard, honest work. That's exactly the kind of life I want. Something simple, but meaningful. If I had centuries ahead of me, like elves do, I might have spared some, 50 years or so to travel the world. I want to travel. Rassil knows I'll be glad to help you, but it's no use. My spells are depleted, and I have no training in spells or potions or scrolls. See this rope I'm cutting it for bandages? It's the second to last one. Alright. Well, that's him. Who's this? A tall, fragile-looking elf sits in front of you, eyes closed. He is pale as a ghost, his arm wrapped in blood-stained bandage. You spot other bandages on his body under his clothes, but even in such a miserable state, he manages to keep calm. Do you need help? Let's see. Do not trouble yourself on my behalf. A local healer tended to me. I wonder if that was him. Besides, I come from resilient, hardy people. My body will endure both the wounds and the poison delivered through them. Okay. I'm in his chat distracting him. Ooh, Sono. Sono playing 4D chess. Let's see. I've come here from Kyonin because I am a hunter and all minions of evil are my quarry. I won't say much more than that if you don't mind. We are strangers, different races and cultures. I'd rather not tell you more than is necessary. All right, Jesus. A sinner and accomplice to demons. The quarry I am hunting in this inhospitable place. Be impolite to refuse such a direct and friendly offer. I was hunting a fugitive, Descarite by the name of Kaylessa. Pains me to admit that there are heinous malefactors, such as her, among my noble kind. I managed to catch up to her in Canabras, and I wounded her. Then demons appeared, and the city was engulfed in flames. I was injured in that battle, and couldn't free her soul from its service to her dark masters. You're not that great of a hunter. Have you tried not sucking? There's no need for pity. Our ancient kind is blessed with longevity. We gain a deeper understanding of the world than other races. This guy's a little bit snobbish. And we learn our lessons better than anyone. That goes for learning from our mistakes as well. I survived. Okay. Thank you for this mission. I'm used to facing all manner of terrors of my own. I do appreciate your willingness to help. If you have an enemy, Kaylessa, take caution. She has turned many innocent souls to the path of evil and darkness. Her parents tell you all his war, blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine. Failed. Oh, great. Her skin is dark. Her hair preternaturally white. I don't know what that means, but it's white. Her red eyes can see perfectly in the dark, which to my dismay I've come to know from experience, but bright light causes her kind pain. I used an alchemical powder that explodes on a dazzling flash. She cried out. Okay. Other people tend to believe that identity is the sum of a person's actions and the events that happen to them. For one, I am a long line of warriors from Kionin, who since his youth has dedicated himself to hunting evil and injustice. For them, I am a successful and capable huntsman who has tracked down and slain a great many monsters. Okay. Preternatural, what is beyond normal? Okay, thank you. Got 2 more minutes, Sono. People from Kionin aren't hardy at all. So he's a braggart. Because I'm the son of a noble and proud nation, we are sometimes criticized for our arrogance, but no one dares doubt our honor. When a crime is committed, we cannot turn a blind eye. If we were to abandon our obligation to oppose evil, if we were to surrender this obligation to other races, we would also relinquish our preeminence. Okay, we already said that. Okay, we said that already. To get racial -2 to Constitution? Oh. Well. So he's just talking shit. So hello, we know this guy, don't we? That name rings a bell. Oh shit. What the fuck? Alright, I don't know who this guy is, but I like him already. I thought well, maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. Again, I'm not terribly good with names. I might have mixed them up with something else.
Hey, Chief! Ooh, hey, gorgeous. Come over here. I want to talk to you about something. Something really important.
He just looks like he's up to no good.
Quit bothering the decent people in here, Woljif, or I'll knock your teeth out!
What's it to you, Delvin Dum-Dum? You were told to guard me, and I'm not stopping you. But no one told me I had to shut my trap.
That's a tiefling for you?
Woljif Jeffdo. I deal in useful things. I can get you whatever you want. Anything. But there's just one problem.
Yeah, I imagine that's a little bit of a problem. By the way, Son of Kim, you can go ahead and do an exclamation safe if it has officially missed you. Good job. Congratulations. Eat a frit.
I'll lay it out for you. Simple job, 30 minutes tops. We go someplace, talk to someone, and in return, Whatever you want, I'll get it for you. Some extra rations? No problem. Armor, weapons, scrolls, you name it. It's as good as yours. If you need my help with something, whistle and I'll be there. I'm handy enough with knives too, and even my magic know-how isn't too shabby.
What a load of guff! If you were good at magic, you wouldn't be stuck in here now, would you?
I mean, that's a fair point, right?
Don't you listen to him, Chief. He'd find fault with the Queen herself. I'll be useful to have in battle, and I'll sell whatever you want at a reasonable price. It's your lucky day. You won't meet another gem like me in Canabras. Does it really matter? Don't get hung up on the past, Chief. Don't look to the future. Live in the here and now.
He has Aladdin in the original the Disney movie Aladdin vibes. That's kind of the vibes I'm getting from this guy.
He was caught thieving.
Riff raff, street rats.
Get me out of here and I'll tell you. And don't worry, it's not contagious. That's easy. You know Irabeth? Feisty-looking gal, always wears armor. You can't miss her. She's the meanest fighter in the whole city. When you see her, put in a good word for me, will ya? Tell her there's this guy Woljif locked up for no good reason in the Defender's Heart. Well, for the follies of his youth. And he really wants to get out on bail so he can keep up his good behavior and make a contribution to society. You got that? Will you do it? I knew I could count on you. Knew it the moment I laid eyes on you.
Only because I want to know more. Only because I want to know more. It looks like she's having a bit of a heated discussion already. Thank you, Husker. All right, let's see. There's a... All right, let's see. Woljif is a petty thief from a gang of thieflings operating in Canabras. That's what we call them in these parts. They tried to rob a vendor of magical items recently. Unfortunately, we apprehended only one of them, and the rest... Okay. Okay. That's kind of what I expected. We have nowhere else to keep him apart from the Defender's Heart, but that's hardly a prison. Woljif knows it too. He's been begging us for days to let him go free or have someone vouch for him. He's already asked you to put in a good word for him, has he? If you want to recruit Woljif and put him to good use, go ahead and take him off our guards' hands. We can ill afford to let a soldier spend their days watching over a middling thief. I hope the Tiefling proves useful should you choose to take him along. Okay. So he might be handy, but I guess I need to... Tiefling is almost... so it's Tiefling? So I'm pronouncing that wrong? Okay, so the I is... so the I is silent? Tiefling. Okay. Okay. It's not like I... Okay, so it's a Tiefling. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. Feel free to correct me on that if I get that stuff wrong. Tiefling. He got the teeth. Okay. I guess let's see the dialogue. You hear what the demon said? They're going to desecrate the wardstone and blow up, blah, 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 blah. Yes, we know. We know all that. Okay, so that's rah-rah. They're our greatest treasure. Give Iomade herself and placed in Canabras and other Mendevian cities and fortress by her herald. The chain of wardstones forms a protective barrier that stops the expansion of the whirlwind and keeps the demons from moving beyond its borders. I shudder to think what will happen if that barrier falls. Don't have the right to discuss. All right, so she's a farm girl. How I failed to become a knight. My parents were crusaders. May their souls stand together in Iomade's celestial army. When I was born, they retired from the war, and they started preparing me to continue their legacy. But my father was an orc. You'd be pressed to find a calmer, wiser, and more pious servant of the goddess than he, but still, all his life, he was dogged by sideways looks and whispers. All right. When I grew older, it was time for me to serve. I decided anywhere but Canabras. That was where my father had served loyally, and his only reward had been injustice. Besides, the witch hunters, led by Honorable Prelate Holrun, stalked the city with a heavy hand. Who knows what they'd have done to a strange girl with green skin. Instead, I went to, you can laugh if you want, but I was young and foolish. I chose Last Wall of all places. You can imagine how well I was accepted in a country that's been battling the orcs of Belgzen since its foundation. There were many like me, but we were all treated as second-class citizens. To the locals, my green skin was worse than leper scabs. Even my brothers in faith kept their distance. I took my vows, and the goddess granted me powers of a paladin, but even then, not a single order would accept me into their ranks. I spent another 6 months knocking on doors before I realized the simple truth. I serve Iomedae, not these people. I don't have to prostrate myself for them, so I left as a paladin, but not a knight. As far as I know, orcs are evil by nature, and D&D don't know about Pathfinder. They seem to be, like, not evil just by default. They seem to be kind of like an accepted, or at least, I mean, I think my only experience so far is with her. She seems pretty cool, so I guess it seems like orcs are just kind of like everyday, yeah, they're all right. I left Last Wall and went traveling. The goddess guided me, and my path led me to where atrocities were happening. I fought in exchange for gold, but never for unworthy aims, of course. I wandered the river kingdoms for a few years, killing monsters and tracking down criminals. Sometimes I thought I was just wasting time and that my true place was in Canabras, but I pushed those thoughts away. I don't even want to think about going back, but in the end, divine providence has brought me to my senses. It happened in Timon? I don't know. She's awful. Yeah, she's a paladin. She failed at being a knight, so she's a paladin. So she's got to be good. But in D&D, orcs are like demons almost, being evils in their nature. It doesn't appear to be that way in Pathfinder. Like I said, the little that I've seen anyway, it doesn't appear to be that way. See, I was tracking a gang of bandits, which my employers suspected was cover for Rasmussen spies. I managed to find their lair, but inside I found something more dangerous than spies, an unholy temple to Zon Kuthon. When I broke in there, the cultists were about to sacrifice someone. Oh, Jesus. Anevia is about to be sacrificed. After I cut down the cultists, I examined their papers, couldn't believe my eyes. A network of evil cults had spread through all of Avestan, including Mendev. Worse, the documents clearly show that their allies, the Templars of Ivory Labyrinth, had infested my native Canabras and were even among the ranks of the paladins. After that, delaying my homecoming would be tantamount to desertion. Luckily, I was no longer alone. Anevia was as eager to destroy the cultists as I was. Anevia and I hurried to Canabras. We couldn't trust anyone. The papers indicated that the cultists had infiltrated everything. Luckily, I had some experience in investigation, and my beloved, she knew her way around working locks, tailing people, and trading information with the city's bottom feeders. Soon we defeated, alas, not the whole Hydra, but a few of its heads. Do you know who turned out to be the leader of the cultists? The commander of the Eagle Watch. You don't say. Full-blood orcs. Are they supposed to be evil by nature? I mean, I know that's kind of a trope. I can hear my voice distorting. Let's adjust my sound settings some more off stream. They tolerated it surprisingly well. I shouldn't have been so far away. Crusaders don't tend to be prejudiced as a rule. After all, heroes from all over the world, even from other continents, come here to fight the demons. Apparently, people were only suspicious of full-blooded orcs. There were many like me here, and we don't have any problems, though the locals do have their superstitions. Mendev is as merciless as Last Wall. They just have a different set of victims. Jesus. Yeah, I got you. I got you, Mark. I kept seeing those same sideways looks and scowls, hearing the familiar whispers, but where once they used to whisper behind my back and point at me, now they whisper in my ear and point at someone else. It's so strange to be on the other side of humiliation, to wipe the spit from your face, and suddenly be invited to change position and spit at someone else. Yeah, I can imagine that would be. We met in Timon as I was wandering aimlessly from one ordeal to another. We returned to Canabras together to expose the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth. The day the queen knighted me was the second happiest day of my life. The first day was our wedding. Aw. But Anevia isn't just my beloved, she's my staunchest ally. We share every victory and defeat. The best of me is alive thanks to her. Eagle Watch was a small order created to fight not only demons but also the enemy within, to maintain the purity of the paladin ranks, prevent heresy, and identify spies. And it failed miserably at that. The Templars, of the Ivory Labyrinth infiltrated it and formed their nest within its ranks. After the Queen entrusted me with leading the order, Anevia and I practically built up from scratch. We got rid of the dead weight, people who weren't committed. We organized ways to transmit messages and orders safely. We introduced reliable ciphers. We found tacit allies around the city, from crusader orders to street beggars. This was my personal crusade, to purge the city of the Templars who infested it. And I thought I was winning. I could feel it. We were so close to driving out the cultists of Canabras, but it's hard to admit, but those successes didn't count for much as the demons entered the city. Huh. Okay. I feel like this is kind of the Cavalier answer. Maybe that's more in character for us. The one who loses the quiet war might never live to see open combat, but you're right, of course. In the end, everything is decided with swords. Very telling about our character, isn't it? May Iomade keep you safe.
Well, Chief...
We'll find out.
What do you got for me? Ah, you must be a smooth talker. Come on, Delvin. Get these bracelets of yours off me. I'm going free.
You're sure to regret this. This tiefling will fleece you for everything you've got. Mark my words.
You're a bitter little man, Delvin. Petty and mean. You can't even be happy for me, can you? I pity you. I'll leave you alone with your sad little soul. So long. And now, Chief, straight down to business. You see, I'm one of those guys that people around here call thieflings. We just call ourselves the family. After we knocked over that shop and I got stuck here in the Defender's Heart, a little bird told me that Big Sister Charisme wanted to see me. That she had some questions to ask me. You following? Now, she won't be asking me questions like, Woljif, how'd you manage to get out of this one? Or, Woljif, you're so thin, didn't they feed you? No, something serious has gone down, and I just know they want to try to pin something on me. I can feel it in my tail. So, I knew right away that I couldn't go alone. You turned up just in time, Chief. You don't need to do anything when we get there. Just stand behind me and look mean, and I'll handle the rest. Somehow. Let's go. I'll show you the way.
All right. Okay. We're learning. We're learning. We're learning. Slowly, but we're learning. Okay. Can I that being said, I do want to mount. Can I mount? Hold on. Where's the... Okay. Go. Hello. Let's see, the basement is dark and dank, and you are immediately struck by the hostility of the gathered tieflings. 5 of them are kneeling along the wall, separate from the rest. The tall woman, who had been cleaning her fingernails with the tip of her knife, greets you with narrowed eyes. Brother Woljif, you got my message then. Sorry I couldn't swing by sooner, dear sister Charisme. It was just one thing after another. First, I was in shackles. Next, well, no, I was still in shackles. I was being watched, and then Chief got me out, and then I came here straight away. I knew you'd been waiting on me. Excuse me. Enough talking, or else we'll be here all night. So, we had a clear plan. We were going to wait for nightfall, slip into the shop, grab the goods, and leave. Even if the neighbors called the guard, there was time to get away. But what happened? That bitch, Irabeth, showed up almost right away. She knew we'd be there. Someone betrayed us, and I have a good idea of who it was. What do you have to say? Make it quick. Oh, God. She speaks. I thought Woljif only brought you so you'd have someone to hide behind if things went south. Bad attacks are cool on a road because they get your sneak die too. That's good to know. Love how you can just kill most people. Yeah, I do enjoy when games give you that option to be a dick, or like that. It's something just a little different. Just a little different. I like that. Like, it doesn't have to just be some dialogue. You can just be like, you know what, let's just get straight to the point. Burden of proof? Are you a city guard or something? I don't know how it is with your lot, but in the family, the highest rank is always right, and here, that's me. What's there to tell? About a week ago, Sister Charismay got 6 of us together in this very basement. Me and those 5 over there, I mean. She rounds us up and says she's got a score. Ancient trees and wonders. The one place nobody's ever been able to hit. The place that's guarded by a golem. But now a powerful scroll that would knock out the golem just happened to come in our possession. Along with a tip-off that the shop owner would be gone on a particular night. All 6 of us know a bit of magic, and we know that any enchanted junk will sell for a pretty penny, so we're in. And most important thing was that none of us wanted to be hanging in the shop ahead of the job. No casting place, no calling attention to ourselves from the golem or its master. This job was top secret. That's all true so far. Go on. All right, they're still on the same page. We did everything right with the locks and the golem. I picked the lock. I remember it clear as day. Sister Donna was on the lookout. Brother Melroon had the scroll. Duffy, Tavi, I might be butchering these names, John, I'm sorry. And Varnier brought the sacks. We covered the windows and lit the torches. I remember scooping up rings and tossing them in a sack, and one right expensive one, okay, rolled away from me. I crawled under a table after it, and next thing I know, Irabeth was there. Everybody scampered, but I was still under the table. Not my finest moment. I was going to wait it out, but then those blockheads were dragging me out by my tail and putting me in shackles. They took all of my rings off me, about 20,000 worth, and to add insult to injury, I'd never even found the last one. In the end, I got busted over nothing. So they caught you, poor thing, stripped you of your loot, and you didn't even manage to stash anything. Where's the moon of the abyss, Brother Woljif? Oh my. It was an amulet. It used to sit on a little cushion in the window of Ancient Trees and Wonders. Sterling silver, sparked like a star, fine piece of work. On one side there was a half moon, you know, a crescent, a waning moon. And in the middle, there was a dark crystal, like it was eclipsing the moon. Old man oh my god, I'm gonna butcher these names, y'all. I'm sorry. Philemon. We'll go with Philemon. Was so proud of that amulet. He used to say, "I'll never sell it. It's the jewel in my collection." I used to go there to see what kinds of treasures there were in the world. There's nothing to look at in Canabras. People used to claim it was a powerful thing, but who's to say? If you ever stole a thing like that, you'd have the guards on you the second you tried to fence it. Everybody knew that you were always hanging around ancient trees. I need to stop saying ancestries. And wonders, drooling over the moon of the abyss. Did you think you could swipe it and all the commotion and keep it for yourself? Did you hope that we'd be locked up and you'd get off scot-free with a fancy trinket to boot? Don't take me for a mug, Woljif. I see right through you. I'll say Philemon. Philemon might be right. Took the words right out of my mouth. Right out of my mouth. It doesn't make any sense. If I was the rat, I'd have kissed her on the hand and been long gone by now. You know me, sister. I'm a cautious fella, not an idiot. Why would I go against the family? So the fish in the Cellin can have a nice Woljif-sized dinner? The Moon of the Abyss is a pretty bauble to be sure, but it's just an amulet. It ain't worth dying over. You knew Irabeth's people would protect you. You knew you could pin the moon going missing on them, and now you've come here with the backup. You knew exactly what I was going to say to you. Only problem is nobody's returned the amulet to Philemon. Are you giving Irabeth a cut? That's it? Do I think to be whatever? Yeah. Unless you hear someone give the voice line, it's kind of up to you to however you want to comment on it, or present it, or pronounce it. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Have you seen her? All right. See, do you think she'd take a cut of anything I offered her? She can be bought. She's like 3 heralds of Iomedae. I don't know about that. I don't know if I'd agree with that. Huh? You'll find some knights who take bribes, I'm sorry to say, but Irabeth isn't one. Yeah, that's kind of what I got the impression of. Irabeth is a lot of things. I don't see her taking bribes. But the voice line could just be one interpretation too. True. True. That's the whole story. Some family this turned out to be. It's just the name in the end. In a real family, people take each other at their word. They don't throw around accusations. I didn't take the Moon of the Abyss. What am I going to do with it? You can't sell it to no crusaders. It's a special item. You can't wear it. It'll get nicked. It's pretty to look at, but it ain't that pretty. I agree with most of what he just said there. If it's that important to you, sister, I'll find it, and I'll drag the traitor here by his horns, just so you don't end up at the bottom of the Cellin. But do you know what you're going to owe me for that? An apology, right here in front of everyone. You're going to apologize loud and clear so everybody hears it. You'll say, sorry, Woljif, you're a good guy and I was wrong about you. Fine, you're one of my people, which is why I'm going to give you some time, but if you run, Brother Woljif, the family will get you wherever you go. You'll spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder, tossing and turning at night, fearing poison in every cup and every meal. You'll look into the eyes of every tiefling you meet, wondering if the families come for you. You'll have no peace, but one day you'll be tired of running. You'll stop to catch your breath, and that's when we'll get you. Got that? Jesus. She's brutal. You have a way with words, sister. A way that almost made me wet myself in a way, nonetheless. Let's go, Chief. We'll go chat to that scary gal, Irabeth. She knows you a little. We can ask her who ratted us out. I'll let you do the talking. And I'll get my apology. Onward to Irabeth. Let's go clear my good name. Okay. We're out the traitor, but be quick about it. Time's running out. I don't want to get chewed up by demons. All right, so we need... Canavers is threatened by a demon horde, and you have enough spare time to help out thieves. I don't like this, but I hope you know what you're doing. I'll tell you everything that I know. I did not see my informant's face. He slipped out of a dark alley, handed me the note, and disappeared. He had a cloak with a hood masking his face, but the horns didn't fit under it. There should be a guardian golem in the ancient trees and wonders, the shop they tried to rob. The owner gave us the construct's code word just in case. The golem itself was destroyed, but the head seems to be intact, so you can interrogate the thing and find out what it saw. The code word is Hand of Irori. The shop's owner must have escaped, but there's a chance you'll get lucky with the golem. Okay.
I found... something?
Some scrolls have been torn apart, and some may have been trodden on by money... Wait. What? Somebody's talking over here. Free LS, I thought I'd be flattened by a pancake underneath that rubble. Much obliged. Damn, I'm not in any pain, but my head is still foggy for some reason. What's with all the hubbub in the city? The name's Finnean. I'm a Pathfinder. Is there anything I can do? If there's anything I can do to help, I will. Intimidating, understandable. Yeah, that sums up my Pathfinder experience in 2 sentences very well. Intimidating, understandable, but very fun. Like, I'm enjoying myself, but oh my god, there's a lot. Oh my god, there's a lot. Being Dismar, Pathfinder, and Crusader, I roam around the world wound wherever my tasks lead me. Scouting mostly, but this last while I've just been hanging around in Canabras, waiting until I'm needed again. I'm bored out of my mind, but at least this shop makes for better lodging than some inn. What's that supposed to mean? I just told you. You want to know where I hail from. Well, I'm from around here, actually. We Kelids of the Star-Eye clan fled when the Whirlwind troubles began, but I couldn't stand by while the demons wreaked havoc, so I came back. That is an odd portrait, isn't it? Or did you mean to ask about my weapon of choice? My best weapon is every weapon. I'm a skilled and capable fellow. There we go. If I do say so myself, I can swing a sword and poke with a spear, but what I'm best at is communing with spirits. That's why they call folks like me Phantom Blades. You have no idea? I am starting to get an idea. This is not a shallow river. This is a deep ocean. It's like a spiritualist, but with a twist. It means that some spirit took a liking to me at some point, and it can turn into whatever weapon I need. Holy shit. Handy, eh? I don't need whetstones or enchantments. Doesn't take up space either. Although, to be fair, it's not a barrel of laughs. The spirits that bestow this kind of power don't come from happy places, and they're not exactly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. They usually appear after great battles that leave few survivors. Jesus. Sometimes I still learn things post-Kingmaker. See, this is literally my first time doing anything Pathfinder. I'm literally new to everything Pathfinder, so everything in here is new to me. The last thing I saw was some thieves breaking in here, then the guards came, everyone was running around. That's a bit of a blur. Right when things got intense, they dropped the cabinet on me. I couldn't even help the owner. I was just lying under the shelves like a dimwit until you came along. Been as long, don't even remember anymore, just sitting and waiting for a word from the Pathfinders, but it looks like everyone has forgotten about me. The shop owner is an old friend of the Pathfinder, so I've taken up residence here. I regret I could do all sorts of things. Is there anything your party's missing? A sword, a spear, a bow? Just say the word. Finnean the Talking Weapon. What the hell? Hail to the adventurers. You know I've never regretted following you. Everyone seems to revolve around you like beavers in a mill wheel. I'll have a lot to write in my report to the Pathfinder Society, although thinking about it, it's been a while since I've sent them any reports. Yeah, it's a progressive story? Okay. Yes, but a weird one? Yeah, this is weird. Do you realize you're a weapon? What kind of question is that? I mean, sure, the clerics keep going on about every crusader being a weapon of Iomedae, but I don't speak of myself in fancy words like that. I'm just a lad with 2 arms, 2 legs, and more freckles than I'd like. I choose where to go and whom to fight for. I don't want to be someone's weapon, you hear? Aridin is dead, and now everybody decides their own fate. He's basically the Omnitrix of weapons. Anyone can use them. Okay. Remember, I go out to the edge of the village at sunset and keep walking until I get tired, or someone dragged me back by my ear. It was like something was drawing me away from home. My clan wasn't the nomadic kind. Before the wound opened, the idea of traveling anywhere would never have crossed my minds. They were content with their community and their patch of land, but I had always wanted to see what lay behind the bend in the road, over that familiar hill, beyond the horizon. My father, he wanted to teach me to be a shaman like him, but as soon as I came of age, I was off looking for the Pathfinder Society, and I found it. It is. After 3 weeks of travel on foot, I passed their trials, and they accepted me. My father hasn't spoken to me since, but that's alright. Once he hears my great deeds, he'll come around someday. All I wanted was to rush off to some faraway land and find a treasure trove no one else had discovered yet, but I knew I had a duty to Sarkarus. Then the wound opened, the demons, and havoc. In the end, I never went anywhere. Want a great sword? There you go. Got a dagger, no problem. Exotic weapon? Gotcha. 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 Inside of Great Ancient Ruins. Okay. A lot of things happen. I remember how happy everyone was when the ward stone was placed in Canabras. That was some celebration. And I remember when the cultists took me, cut down my whole party, and dragged me to their ringleader. Don't know his name. Everyone just called him the Bladesmith. But after that, my memory's all fuzzy. For some reason, he didn't sacrifice me or anything, just knocked me around. Said he'd been looking for a phantom blade for some time. I don't know why. That's worse. Next you're going to tell me I've been sleeping for decades. Last year that was. Well, maybe the year before last. I couldn't have been wandering around the womb for that long. I'd have been either dead or an old geezer. Okay. Hey, are you feeling all right? Like maybe you need to have a lie down? I'm standing right in front of you. Poke me if you like. As human as they come. Or do you think my travels have worn me down so much I'll become an animal? Not happening. My folks taught me to stay human no matter what the circumstances. I remember who I am. I am never shamed my ancestors. Oh, no. Oh, no. Maybe I can. Only they don't want to answer me. I'm still a spiritualist, a phantom blade. My power is within me, but I have this feeling like I'm separated from the spirit world from some kind of transparent wall. I keep knocking, but no one can hear me, I think. Guess all the Bladesmith's torture did a number on me. He broke something inside. Well, sometimes folks curse our names, calling us opportunists who just want to line our pockets, but that's only part of it. We're travelers, explorers, solvers of mysteries, and fighters of evil. I mean, good coin hasn't hurt anyone yet, but for folks like me, it's not what matters most. We're curious to see the world, play a part in everything, stick our nose everywhere. All right? Oh, Jesus. So how do I equip him? He doesn't appear here. Do I have to do something to actually unlock the ability to equip him? I'm a little confused. I find it weird that the bigger animals could kill you 100%. You just stepping on the ones you least want, the ones with the least will to kill. First, choose a form. How do you choose a form? Do I have to start dialogue again? Or do I have to keep talking to him like this? Elephant's whale. Ah, gotcha. No? Okay. Under start dialogue? Oh, okay. So you click on the thing. Okay. Well, I guess I'll equip him on my main character, on Rita. As soon as I find where Greatsword is. Is it in alphabetical order? It probably is. I scroll past it. That's her code. Oh, yep. This goes damage resist with a weapon like that. Gotcha. Okay. This column was created by Gapinen's son and son. Address third building, blah, 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 blah. Experimental and enhanced for all inquiries. Okay. 56 individuals enter the shop. Human, female, old. Gnome, male, old. Human, female. We'll be rolling off customers till nightfall. We need to ask it in a different way. Tieflings, 3. Tiefling male, middle-aged. Tiefling male, young. Tiefling female, young. Going backwards, medium length, hair, yellow. Special observations, annoyed master. Horns, hair, tail. That sounds like me, but it's not possible. I know what the security is like here. I didn't come anywhere near the place. I give you my word. Kitsune, Scale Fist, Thug, Spawn Slayer with a super high Dex Charisma. That sounds like fun. I literally just well, I gave my Twitch chat the choice, and they wanted to see a Cavalier because it had a horsey. That's where we that's how we ended up here. Let's go hang about the shop. Red hair. We got a couple of gingers and plenty more. A hiding place, huh? Prohibited, prohibited. Can we go? I guess we can't go underneath. Or can we?
I'll go ahead.
So is that it here? So I guess we got to figure out where that... He locked in on the redheaded one. No? You can? Why wouldn't it let me in? Move the golem? See, this is when I'm glad I'm playing games on the internet. I don't know how long it would have taken me to figure it out. Probably quite a while. Oh, it's just a little hand icon? Oh my god. Oh, so there's a hand icon and a different... Okay. So if I'm more careful about how I... Okay, that was a little... I kind of... Okay. Okay, okay. Okay.
I hope you appreciate this.
Marauders, bandits, scavengers. Makes sense. We're all those things and much, much more. But before you report to the authorities, may we please have a chat? Oh, Jesus. You do look better dressed. I mean, we did kind of just rob him. We literally just went into his chest and took shit out of it. Okay. You came here to tell me the nightmare is over. No, it's not. You're here to steal my riches. Get back. You, Woljif, the dirty little sneak thief. You've been sniffing around my shop for years. Finally worked up the courage to rob me, did you? Get out of here. You and your pals have taken everything already, I'm sure. My name is Philemon Broliatros? It's a mouthful. Let your inner rogue out? My inner rogue's out. My inner Morrowind player's out, too. I was the owner of this shop, but I'm not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything now. I hope there's at least something left of it. Oh, come of it, your shop's fine. If it's a bit ransacked, maybe, but nothing a bit of spit polish can't fix. Jesus. Do you think I robbed my own shop? I was here in the basement. I was told to make it look like I'd left. The Watch was very keen to get their hands on those tieflings. They seemed to be multiplying all over Golarion, so of course I did everything they said. I've been stuck in this basement ever since. The golem wouldn't move away from the door no matter how much I yelled at it, but I thought that it was all to the good. Somebody came by after the guards, caused a ruckus upstairs, bellowing like mad, taking advantage of my absence. Okay. Why should I tell you anything about my customers? You're not from the City Guard or Eagle Watch. Succeeded. Sweet. So they haven't got the tieflings. I thought the city's finest were on the job, and you can't rely on anyone. Ask your questions then if it's so important. Woljif Jefto, yes, I've known him a long time, though I'd rather not known him at all. He's been skulking around my shop for years, treating the place like a free museum. He always wanted to look at the Moon of the Abyss. I'd chase him out, but he'd just slink back in again. If he was with the gang that robbed my shop, I'd bet anything that he swiped the moon. Red-haired, yes, there was one who came in, spent a long time looking around. He was a person of modest means, I could tell by his clothes, but he asked me to show him an ASMR chainmail. He certainly couldn't afford it. That's when I suspected that something was off. I checked everything after he left, but nothing was missing, and that put my mind at ease. I can't remember what he looked like, but I didn't get a good look at his face. All I remember is that he was wrapped in a green cloak like he was freezing, but that's all I have. A tiefling woman, let's see, noble lady, and like that tiefling woman that we have around here. She purchased magical equipment for the crusade, and she promised to come back again. If only all tieflings were like that, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. Help thieves, know what to tell you now, be on your way, and leave me in peace with my wreck of a shop. Do we just have to tell the sister our judgment? Oh, because they're all here. Okay. Good lord. Scorch the earth. Wait, who's the redhead then? It's a redheaded male. Wait, how do I know?
Meditate on your mistakes.
Oh my god,
Make you
okay.
feel better.
Everybody, back the fuck up. Melrune and Duffy. How do I know which one is the... Maybe I'm not supposed to know. You're supposed to know? Is it Melrune? By combining the hints, yeah, I feel like it was a green cloak. It was a green cloak and red hair, right? If my memory is correct, and it's often not, if my memory is correct, then that would mean it would be Melrune, because Melrune has a green cloak and red hair, right? Yes? Okay. I think that's right. I think that's what I remember. Yeah. There we go. Get wrecked. Oh, shit. There we go. There we go. Well, no, we knew we had a green cloak, and we knew it was red hair, right? He confessed someone connected to the cult of Baphomet ordered him to steal the Moon of the Abyss. The best idea. Two people had that? Did they? Oh, jeez. Well, maybe I got lucky. I got lucky. Let's see. And the best idea he could come up with is drag us into it. He got the scroll to take us out the Golem. To take out the Golem, he betrayed us to Irabeth so that he could swipe the amulet in the chaos. He thought we'd get nicked and slink off to meet up with a customer. You've got the Moon of the Abyss. Let me look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamt of holding it in my hands, if only for a second. He said when he got to the window display, the moon was gone. He's lying, of course. He just had time to hand the moon off to the person who ordered it, bloody cultist. I don't really give a toss that we got to the bottom of this. Clear out of this place. The sooner the better. The city's dying. I don't want to die with it. The city would have already died if not the people who stood up to defend it with their weapons in their hands. She's not wrong. So defend it. I'm not stopping you. It's your city, but we've always been outsiders here. Why would we fight for you? He'll be sent to visit his distant relatives on their farm to think about what he did. Any more questions? Tiefling insurance? No exceptions? Well, okay. Sister, you forgot something. What now? You should be happy to be alive. An apology. You promised to apologize to me loudly in front of everyone. We're alone now, but I still want to hear it. Well? So sorry, I suppose, for being wrong about you this time. Don't think just because you didn't act like a jerk this one time that it cancels out the rest of your record. I know all about you. Till the next time. Alright, fine. I'm sorry, Woljif. Let's part on good terms. Alright. Oh, damn. Alright, fine. Sorry, you too, and make up to you here. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Damn. Some impressions on her. I've seen her sister Kesme back down before. When you got a spare minute, come see me. I've got something I want to discuss with you, but for now, let's get out of here. I don't feel like sitting below ground when the building above... Yeah, I don't blame. Okay.
Psst, look, Chief. I got something to show you. Ta-da! A real beaut, isn't it?
Oh, my God. So he did. I like him already.
That cuts me deep, Chief. You and I saw who the traitor was. It's just that when we robbed the shop, I went in first and took what I wanted. Nothing wrong with that. Although, of course, I did think about hiding the moon and just taking myself off somewhere warm when all this blows over. But only because I want to see the world. Is it a crime to want to travel, huh? Is that what counts for treachery these days? Since that night, Chief, Melround didn't even set eyes on it. While he was dealing with the Golem, I sneaked past them, and that was that.
Jesus.
Do you really not remember it? Oh, I thought you would appreciate it. It's from the old man Fileman, the owner of the Ancient Trees and Wonders shop. It's the pride of his collection. The Moon of the Abyss, an amulet with a rare crystal crafted by an unknown maker. When I think of how much this thing is worth, it makes my head spin. Why, she asks. It's expensive, pretty. And you know, it's my amulet, actually. Not meaning I stole it, but I mean, this is my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement, and she'd take it out sometimes just to look at it. She was always nicer when she had a few drinks in her, so I could ask her things then. One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. You know, the demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down. My ma was good for nothing and nobody, so that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up. But she couldn't wait until I grew up. She squandered my inheritance when she became a drunk. Took it to Fileman's shop and pawned it. He gave her some coppers for it, and she didn't even haggle. Just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders. I've been going to Fileman's to look at the moon ever since I was a kid. He chased me away, but I just kept going back, so eventually he gave up. He didn't skimp on security. The place was like a fortress, so he wasn't worried about a street rat like me pinching anything. Even when I got more skilled, I couldn't get any closer to it. One day, I had no one to go with. Another day, there were only oafs who'd never stolen anything more than a church donation box. But when Charisme had planned everything out, I realized I had a chance to get the moon and move away from here. Maybe to Garand. I hear it's warmer there. I've stayed with the family for too long. Family, friends. You know, some people don't believe in gods, so gods don't exist for them. And I don't believe in family. All that heartwarming talk about sticking together. Ugh. People like to say those things, but when push comes to shove... Sister Charisme used to say that us tieflings were one family, and you see how that turned out. And did you hear that excuse for an apology? I did the right thing, and I was right to want to run when I just planned on stealing the Moon of the Abyss. Everything turned out as it should. Whatever you think, I owe you. I'm not just a thief, I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family, and they... Well, I mean, we have the black market sewn up in this city. It's a good way to sell valuables. So, if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Nerosian. You put a note there, and you get what you need. I can't get you anything big, but what they do have is all high quality. Nothing's too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours. For a price, of course.